Okay. We're trying this again. I don't know. Did it keep my stuff? I can't get the sound to work, so we're doing this without the game sound. Okay, come on, computer. I can't get the sound to work. Radical see yourself, single mom turns around, yells, car kids, should be normal screws are apples like that. Is YouTube PC? Yes. Yes. Entirely. Me to the PC. So, we're gonna play Horizon. Welcome. We back. Yeah, we back. Try. See, I don't blame you. I actually started taking tech class courses at one point. Didn't ever finish, sadly. I did get a certificate in software engineering. But long story there. But yeah, I'm ready to throw my computer out the window. But I do have to say, for a computer that I bought in, when did I buy this sucker? 2013, 2011, somewhere around in there. One of those three in those 3 years. I bought this sucker and I have not upgraded it. I've been too broke to upgrade. But it does pretty decent for a PC that old. I'm surprised I've not had more problems. Oh wait, I need to restart. I need to start. I want Zero Dawn, not Forbidden West. Why did I click Forbidden West? Wrong one. I want this. This is the one we want. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to make it a little hard on ourselves. I will. It's been a minute since I played this, so it may or may not go well. Was the year kid, my major was avoiding work as I just served luck in life. I can understand that. I just had a rough. I ended up, when I was a kid, middle school, I started my knee surgeries, and then ever since, it just seems like my life's coasted, and I just hope for the best. Okay. Oh. There we go. I know this ain't gonna be very hard because I have, like, the best weapon money in and stuff. But, meh. There? Oh, there's another one. I like destroying these suckers. There's just something about it that makes me happy. Okay, there we go. Click, click, click. I can leave now. Okay, let's... Allergy. See... I know there was a girl I met once who had an allergy to grass. Sorry, I had too much cheese and a Chardonnay. I'm a bit cheeky. That's okay. I knew a girl who had allergies to grass. Could you imagine that? She would, like, put socks on her hands if she was going to go play in the grass so that she wouldn't touch it. Everything okay? See, I live in what's called a dry state. Well, dry county within a state. And so you cannot buy alcohol very easy to me. Oh. Oh, that sucks. See, I just have seasonal allergies about this time of year. It's mostly goldenrod. Goldenrod is what gets me. Okay. But hey, allergies. My cousin has something like that. It's bad. I'm going to snooze that. I'll get to parts. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. That makes me so happy. It's not a pity sub, I promise. Aw, thank you. Well, you get to be known as first, so I'm just going to do my little happy dance. Let's see. Here we go. Thank you. Aw. I love that. I didn't realize it would play that message. Okay, let's... Okay, we don't want to do that just yet. I need to go and do... What is that other question? Oh, wait. I forgot to ask him what else, so I know... Go get... I forgot a quest. There's a quest. Let's go back here. Because there is a grotto that I need to go take care of. Yes, it's the robot animal game. Basically we get to fight giant robots with very primitive weapons. I do have to say though, the primitive weapons are pretty badass. And I just climb fire. Okay. I forgot to grab a quest from him. That was my bad. Oh, wait. I've never had to do that before. I just did not touch onto that wire at all. Ah, there it goes. Ah! Aloy, do not fall off. The worst thing is when we fall off. So if I get distracted and I forget to reply, I will reply as soon as I can because I get kind of constant, my brain just focuses on this game, and then I forget everything else exists. Especially if I'm like in a battle moment. Hey, at least I made a way to get back up here. Oh, he's gone. Dang it. Will he be at the gate then? Oh, I can't fast travel to that. Okay. Well, that sucks. I have to go find him and see if I can get that quest. If I can't, then oh well. Oh, I didn't have anything. So, ultra hard in this game, like one hit can literally kill you from the weakest animal. Or weakest robot. And I even have like some of the best armor in the game. Headset recording. Let's see. My headset's not recording, I don't think. Hang on. Let me. I have a little head thing. Did that help? It may also be the computer noise because sometimes it picks it up. Oh, that looks like it's really loud. Okay, okay, cool. That fixed it. At least that was a simple, quick fix. Okay. I keep forgetting which button I need to hit for what, because I'm used to hitting a circle for one game for dash. Okay. I don't see the one guy, so I think we'll be good. Is it going to take me... Yeah, it's taking me around them all. Ring. There's some things over here. Oh wait, I wonder, can I just go to Odd Grotto over here? And get that quest? I wonder. We're gonna go explore. I've never done this before where I didn't get that quest. And there's those guys. We don't need to take them on yet. Let's talk to him. Oop. Okay. I don't... Yes, totally. Yes, it's planet Earth. It's definitely post-apocalypse. Basically at this point, we know that there were ancient ones, and that were the people after the ancient ones, but we don't know exactly why. Like, I've already played the game. If you want spoilers, I could give you all the spoilers. But there's like robots and stuff, and you're trying to figure out why you were made an outcast at birth. And so most of the tribe will not speak to you at this point. And the ones that do are quite literally either other outcasts or people who just don't care about the rules. Or desperate, like this man is. Hype. Okay, so basically, you are trying to save the post-apocalyptic world because it all got destroyed at one point, and it was destroyed by an AI program that went rogue. It was a war machine that had like replicating abilities. Terrifying. We're getting a little too close to this game, and it kind of scares me. But quite literally, it gets complicated real quick, but you're trying to figure out who you are, where you came from, how to fix what's going wrong, and how to save your tribe in the world. It involves fighting robots too. Okay, so basically the robots are part of a terraforming system to help rebuild what's called the biosphere, which is actually science. More or less, you're rebuilding it and hoping for the. Oh, I can get the quest. Basically, the robots are helping rebuild it after the end of the world. There's a overarching AI program called Gaia, which is the good AI program that was tasked with rebuilding the world after everything was destroyed. it gets like really complicated real quick, and the robots are based off of what Gaia made, and so she made things that look like real animals. It's kind of cool. I like it. Oh, I didn't bring her food. I guess I'll just take her prayer beads. Oh, there's a lot. In her mother's footstep, errands. Let's do the errands real quick. Get those out of the way. And, oh, I got a lot of stuff in here. There are some animals, but there's not like any big animals because most of them have been wiped out and it's whatever they could clone. Oh, I forgot I have a token thing. I bought like the pre-order for this. It's remastered. So I bought the pre-order, so I have like all the fancy outfits. Don't buy pre-orders very often, but every once in a while I do. Okay, let's see. We got those two. And I have 4 skill level. Oh, I forgot I didn't open up the entire tree. Ooh, that's actually kind of... Yeah, I can't get this stuff because it's too early game. Okay, let's go and go to where Agartha's stuff is. Like, this game's actually quite fun because I keep coming back to it. It's one of the few games I come back to multiple times. Guy is a hipster name for Mother Earth. Yep. If I came back in... Oh, yes. It is so overwhelming when you came back. You did 2.0 one? Yeah. They also changed the opening, which upset a lot of people before then. Like, I was kind of upset that they changed the opening. Oh. Did I take that out completely with one hit? No, I didn't. I don't want to keep going. There's some critters. I don't want to fight them just yet. Okay, so let's see, what weapons do I have on? So these guys trigger a lot easier than they usually do. Let's see how good this one hit can do. Yep. Ah, this is gonna be fun. Okay, got it. Got you. Yes, the lore updated a lot. I still get kind of confused by it. I adore Ixalan. There was a lot, though, going on. Try to make sure I'm not, like, talking too loud. So I'm, like, half the headphones on, half off. I'm going to regret that probably at some point. Okay. I do like the climb in this game. I like the climb even better in Forbidden West because Forbidden West allows you to almost free climb everywhere. More or less. There's like a handful of places you can't, but for the most part you can free climb almost everything. Yeah, I played the beta. Oh, yes. Yeah, it was so just, it was rough. Like, they said they were going to add it back in, but have they? No. I was not a big fan of that. I really wasn't. Almost got. those. But yeah, they really upset people with that one. I love the game though. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the game a lot. It's that was upsetting. Oh, yep, that thing saw me. It's going to come over here now. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, they already have the upgrade on their back that I have to knock that off and then kill it. Let's let it chill out. Oh, I forget. They don't chill out. Oh, it really was. I get, though, that they wanted to change it, but at the same time, they really shouldn't have changed it. Not that quickly. You know what? We're cheating. We're fast traveling. You want to restart it? The start, yeah, the start of it's fun. It's just interesting to me that they decide to change the beginning every time. Like, I missed the red dress at the beginning. I like it. I kind of want to keep where I'm at on it because there's so much upgrades and stuff. I wouldn't mind making a second account, possibly, to take pictures with. But I have a friend who just got back into playing it again, too. And she's just like, it's overwhelming. Because there's so many new menus, too. Oh, we made her happy. That's kind of sweet. She's talking to you in a weird way. In a weird way. Oh, I realized I missed the cowboy dress. Oh, they had a rerun of the cowboy dress. Are you talking about the one with the motorbike? Because I think I just got that one, actually. Because they did a rerun for it. I just hadn't used it yet. Because I keep forgetting what I get and what I don't have. Because I saw it and I was like, I need to pull for that. Because I got, yeah. I need furs. I don't have any. Dang it. I need to keep on that little bow because otherwise I'm going to run out. Let's go do In Mother's Footstep. If they'll keep them rerunning them. Yes. They're really good about that. Especially, dang, turkey. Forget it. You're gonna live. Oh, I forgot she's up there. Let's go talk to her about her brother. I love how they all have different reactions. Sorry from fear miss out. I mean, some should be like that for feeling exclusive. See, I'm like, it'll come back at some point. But I played other Infinity Nikki games, and so they've all kind of done this, so we've all been like, eh. But there is definitely FOMO with it, because right now I'm like resisting the urge to buy the Red Riding Hood outfit. I have no money. I need to not. do have to say, I like the fact that when they remastered this, they kind of upgraded how people are moving around in this game. Because before, they were just sitting still, no movement, hardly. But it was also, I think, one of the first games that used the newer technology other than a few of the Naughty Dog games. Oh, I just bumped the mic. I'm sorry if you heard that. It might have been loud. I eat simple food, buy simple clothes, and do when the cool dressing came to yes, yes. Take the money now. I feel it. I have to like resist the urge. Because, yeah. Like right now I'm having to buy tags for my car and it's so I can drive my car. And those are expensive and so I've got to wait. Because I got an electric car and in my state they make you pay the tax all at once instead of like there's a road tax that everyone pays, but they pay it when they buy gasoline, whether they know it or not. And the sad thing is that because I have an electric car, they're like, you have to pay a set price for your road tax. And I'm just like, that's not fair. Because what if I drive less? I get it's fair that I pay the tax, but I think they should base on mileage. Because I don't drive very much in that car. Mostly it's to work and around town because it's not got like the best mileage ever. Ugh. But at the same time, I'm like, I want to buy pretty clothing and Infinite Nikki, and I wish it didn't cost much so I could buy those pretty clothes. Same in Sweden. I don't feel like owning a car because I won't use it, but it'll cost me so much just having it. Oh, I get that entirely. Oh. Okay, let's change outfits. Where is our... There we go. Oh, we can be stealthy. Oh, that is not stealthy at all. What outfit am I wearing? Oh. I see what's happening. The game's messing up. What? There we go. Okay, I want over here so I can sell the car by me. See, I've gotta go places though. America is so bad. We have no like infrastructure for that. Especially where I live, because it's a small town. We don't have a single bus system at all. Like, dude. Where is... There he is. Okay. Come here, you. I'm going to stab you in the face. Okay. So, Ultra Hard, this is the fun part about Ultra Hard, is that they notice when one of them goes down. So you have to do this just right. Walk a bike everywhere, at least not in the South. Car is a must. Sadly. Oh, wish I could get away with not having a car. Personally, I would prefer not to drive. Okay, that one's coming over here, so I'm going to try to get it when it gets closer. Okay. Take it out. And that one... Oh, I got the wrong bow. Dang it. Got it. Okay, let's talk to her. But yeah, I live in South America, so there is like no, like hardly any bus systems unless you live in a big town. Like the closest big town to me is Little Rock, and that place has some buses. Not very many though. I wish I didn't have to have a car. I just wish I could buy all the pretty dresses. I get it though. I get it. Buy all the pretty dresses and all the things. Oh well. Okay, let's... Aw, poor girl. She's just having a bad day. Okay, let's... there we go. I meant to do this. There we... Okay, and... Please don't make the little thing robots mad at me. Okay, we're gonna go this way. And... oh, they almost spotted me. I also watched a guy called... lives in Austin. That city alone... Yes! It's huge there. I don't go outside, it's too warm. They do have good food. Yes, we have good food. That's the one thing going for us. I live in Arkansas. During the summertime, you don't go outside because the humidity is so... You feel like you're swimming through warm soup when you go outside in the summertime. I don't like outside. Outside's not fun. You also, at least in my place, you can get to most of the town in 10 minutes. Like 10-minute drive to one side to the other. 15 if you go all the way across town. Oh. I didn't find the trail like I was meant to. There he is. But yeah, it can be a bit rough trying to get places. It's like the southern states autumn. We actually got warm early this year and I'm dreading it because my state is actually under a burn ban already. And I don't think I've ever remembered being under a burn ban this early in the year. There we go. That's what I wanted. Now I need and get the rest of them. Oh, it knows I'm here. There we go. Burn ban. Basically, it means you can't burn any brush piles, because people like to burn brush piles. And so you can't do any of that. You have to completely... You can use a grill. They actually stated that you could use a grill right now, but you can't do much more than that. And it's recommended to keep a fire hose nearby, or water hose nearby. Ah, crap. It moved. There we go. But it's bad this year. Because a lot of people do during the winter, during the summertime, or before the summertime, during the spring, they'll like get all their sticks and leaves raked up, and they'll burn them, or they'll have like big bonfires. It's kind of just a thing that we do, and we can't do that this year because of how bad and dry it is. Like, near my town was actually a wildfire, and I have never heard of that happening here before. Like, it's bad. Like, we've had them in the state, but never in this area of the state. But yeah, kind of sucks though, because we can't have any, like, fire pits outside right now. I know, it sounds weird. We're so hot that it ain't funny. Everyone's right to roam in nature everywhere. Each person own land. Like, you can camp everywhere. Oh, super outlawed to make a fire pit. Okay. During the dry times, that is. It's kind of similar to that. We can't roam everywhere. So usually people do it on their own land and stuff. Or they go to a campground and do it, which is usually attached to like a park. But yeah, we're not allowed to burn anything at any of those locations. Now they do have some like public grills you can use. They can't have a fire pit during that time period. And we can't really just roam everywhere. I wish we could. It would be really cool if we could. But the problem with us roaming everywhere is I have noticed that when we roam places, sometimes some people are not very studious of taking care of things. We're not great at that, so I get why they don't, but I wish we could do that more. It would be cool if we could. Like, we have outdoor nature parks and stuff like that. Like, we have national parks. Those places we can usually go to with no problems. We do have to pay like a fee. But we have a lot of rules when we go there. But yeah, public grills, and you can use your personal grill. You can use that too. But anything other, you can't do, because they're not as contained on the fire and stuff. But it's bad this year already. Like, I'm so envious of that. I'm sorry. I wish you could use the public grills too. But yeah, the day the burn ban was done, it wasn't announced like anywhere other than Facebook. I was so like, I went to the website. I even checked everything I was supposed to. Website didn't show it. Nothing. Burning Grills from America. That would be a French life. Yes, it would be horrific. It's not blood. But quite literally, the day that the burn ban was put into place, I didn't realize it got put in place because I was checking the websites to see if I could burn and stuff. Yeah, I was burning out the like we keep a garden with veggies and stuff, and I went ahead and burned it out because it had grown weeds at one point. Guess what I found out afterwards? I wasn't supposed to do that. Good news is I didn't let it like burn long. I just let it burn out and then put it out with the water hose. But no one told me. And the only place it was Facebook. And so now I guess I have to check Facebook every time I want to burn. Because the official website's not being kept up to date. It's great. It's great. Yeah, I think it would be like the French Revolution. It'd be like not having, it would be bad. Like, people would have a fit. Like, we have people already having a fit because they don't get to have fires at all. Well, it's kind of one of those things to me. It's like, hey, no one caught me, so don't do that. But if I did get, like, if the fire department had to show up, it could have been a fine, like $1,000 fine or something like that. I could have gotten some pretty serious trouble if I had, like, got caught. My bad. Next time I know better, because my mom comes out halfway while I'm halfway done, and she's like, Nicole, you need to put that out. And I'm like, why? She's like, burn ban. I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, I looked at the website. No burn ban. There was a burn ban. I wish it was, like, not a big deal kind of thing, but it was a big deal kind of thing. I got lucky, though, and no one saw it. Like, they didn't tell me that there was they didn't put it in a place where I found it. At least it didn't get out of control or anything, so we're good there. Oh yay, we get an upgrade on our sphere. Okay, I'm gonna actually just go forward and do more of the main storyline. Because that's where the real action is in this game. Okay, we got that. Let's go do... you know what? I forgot. Do I have access to a horse yet? Nope. I don't. Where do you need to get access to a horse? Cool thing is, you can have mounts in this game. Come here, you. Here in Sweden, it's like having a fire camp. You get caught. It's like, oh, it's a burn ban, by the way. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. Here, have a hard dog. They even let us cook it. Oh, that's nice. Usually that's how that works. It depends on how bad it is. And the weekend, I did my thing. Oh, I can't do that yet. Okay. The weekend I was like doing my burning was the unfortunate weekend that what's the unfortunate weekend they were fighting a wildfire, so it would have been bad. Like if it was any other time, they would have been like, no big deal, put it out, kind of thing. I just had bad luck. I didn't even know we had it. Like, I don't have local news on my TV right now because I have that disconnected. Because we just don't watch we just have Netflix, things like that. And so I didn't know we had a wildfire. Like, they were flying planes over and putting it out, and I didn't even know. Total ditzy. Yeah, like the rest of the world thinking American cops are like the Spanish Inquisition. Most of them are chill. It just kind of depends on the situation and what's going on. Now, some of them could be real jerks, but not all of them. There are some really good ones. I work in a place where I get to see them quite often, mostly because I work at registration for my local ER. I just check people into the door and be like, hey, take a seat. But usually cops will come in and out all the time, and most of them are pretty chill. Every once in a while, one of them is not super chill. But it's just personality differences, things like that. And like one of my friends said, there's always going to be someone who's going to make a bad name for everyone involved. Sadly to say that. Well, I mean, it is a work line for people not having power. Exercises to handle past trauma. Yeah, I could see that being a problem. I feel like we need more mental health, especially in America. Like, just more people, more services to help with it. Because it would help. But the problem is, any kind of mental health things like that is so expensive. Like, a baseline visit for my therapist is $250. If I didn't have insurance, there was no way I would be seeing a therapist, because I could not afford just an hour at $250 every time. And the sad thing is, yeah, per session without insurance. I'm lucky. It's like, because I have insurance, it's about $30, but I only get 12 sessions a year. So, that's one a month that I get. One a month. Some people need way more help than that. I would like to have more than one a month, maybe twice a month if I could. But yeah, and some therapist offices can go up to way more than that. Like, it's ridiculous. Like walking in the door to the ER is $250 at my place, and that's just walking in. That's not any of the medicine to treat you or any scans or anything. Like, I owe right now, I'm sitting pretty at owing $700, and that's with insurance to the ER. I'm also going to owe another $700 on a heart monitor that I wore at home for a week. And that's with my insurance. I knew there was a guy down here. But yeah, it's not cheap in any regard. Healthcare in America is broken. I'm not going to say it's made us more hardy. We tend to have a lot of health problems that just go ignored. It's a lot of times the problems. I'm not going to say it made us more hardy because I am actually have a long line in my family of history of medical issues, things like that. We just kind of learn to deal with it. Like, we don't, if we want to miss work, we either choose work or our paycheck to live. So, like, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Like, yeah. Yeah, c'est la vie, what can we do? Kind of thing. Just, there's a girl who I used to work with. She came to work with me at Walmart. She had 3 points, which is 3 days. She missed only 3 days for a whole year, and 3 points is the max. Like 4 points is the max at Walmart. You get a 4 point, you're fired. And she had to come to work with the flu. She didn't have a choice. Like, it's either that or she's fired. And she only got 3 days off a year for being sick. Because it's yeah. It's either you do it or you don't. It's kind of one of those things. Either you make it or you don't. And yeah, there are some like services like Medicaid for people, but a lot of that stuff there's not a lot of resources in that regard. So it's kind of one of those things. The whole system is built like, there's cons and pros to every system, but sometimes it feels like they try to make it as hard as possible. But it's one of those things we just kind of learn to deal with it, and heck, I'll try every home remedy I can think of before I ever go to like the hospital. Like right now, I have 5 teeth in my mouth that they told me I need to have pulled. It's going to be $1,600. 2 months a year as you wish and deserve a ton of random holidays. So paid sick leave, maternity, and paternity leave. Made sweet, extremely lazy. I feel like there should be a good middle ground for everything. Like, a good middle ground. I don't know for every country how it is 100%. I know some places have different rules than others. I honestly think there's a thing as too much leniency and then too little leniency. Like, there's gotta be a healthy balance in the middle, and then we just have not found it yet, is the problem. But, well, I know, I didn't finish college. Well, I did get associate, but I didn't finish my, bachelor's degree. I should have, I did 2 years, and then I got that, and then I didn't finish my last 2 years, so I didn't get my full, like, the really good degree. But yeah, it's hard to tell until you try a system how it's going to work for everyone. And you ain't going to make everyone happy, no matter how it is. It's just, there's no way to make everyone happy, but I feel like there could be some way to make things just a smidge better and still help people without overdoing it. Yes. I feel like that's a thing. I feel like there should be a healthy home work life. But overworking your employees is way too much. But I also feel like that sometimes is a necessity to stay and overwork just a little every once in a while. But not excessively. Like a good balance of it. Like, hey guys, we need this overtime. And I get people have responsibilities outside of work. I really do. But to stay until the boss leaves, when the boss could leave at like midnight and be stuck there until midnight. Yeah, that would cause too much problems, I think. I'm going to do a second roll just in case I need it. I can reclaim these if I need to. Where are you? You're right there. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. A Japanese friend and his wife sometimes. It's 2 a.m.? Oh my Jesus. But geez, 2 a.m. That's insane. That is officially insane. I need you to come over here, big boy. Yes. That's hyper normal in some offices. Wow. That's crazy that's hyper normal in some offices. Wow. See, I knew Japan was pretty strict. I had a teacher who worked in Japan as a English teacher, and he said it's a whole different world. But he also worked in one of the schools that was not like a not the kind of school you go to if you're going to go to higher education, but it was like the other that were going to go straight into workforce. He said it's totally different in each of them. Whatever you heard, it's way worse. Wow. I knew that they had a whole term for overworking and death by overworking, but oh Jesus. Wow. That's crazy. See, and I thought I have it decent right now. I got a job where, yes, it's in healthcare, and I do work long hours. I do 3 12s and a 6, and then I get like the whole weekend off right now. It's about to switch. I'm gonna go day shift. Like right now, I'm doing night shift. I work nights. And so when I go back, I'll be doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday will be my half day, which I work only until 1 a.m. And then, but I do get about 2 weeks off every year. I have PTO for sick days, and usually it's kind of left up at the hospital to your boss about sick days, because it is considered an essential position. So you sometimes end up with, as long as you don't have a fever over 100-degree temp Fahrenheit. I can't translate the Celsius. I'm not good at that. The math was my weak skills. But, no mind. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. It's Fahrenheit for us, so not quite boiling, but it's pretty hot. um, Anything over 100 is considered fever there, and that's kind of more or less, hey, you don't work that day unless there is no one else to work, and then you have to show up feeling like death. Only had that once, and it was during COVID. Like, I showed up at the tail end of my COVID, like I had just broke fever, and I felt like I was deaf. I worked. It sucked. It sucked so bad. The only other time that I was, but so far, whenever I get sick, she's been so far pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty high. I knew it was pretty high, but yeah, that's when you're basically told, hey, go home. Not before then, not after then, but at that time. Yeah, it kind of sucks. And you have to more or less let them know all that fun stuff, and then you hope that, like, I have a pretty lucky position because my boss is pretty chill. I bring her a doctor's note, she's usually like, okay, you were sick, and doesn't point me. But it's one of those things of, I got lucky. I have a pretty good position and a pretty nice boss. Sometimes you don't have that, and you don't get sick days. You just show up and hope for the best. Like, I have PTO. Good news. That's the paid time off. I have that. So I can take time off and get paid for it usually, because I get about 2 weeks of that. Every once in a while, though, my old job, I did not have that kind of luck. I had to show up sick, where I liked it or not. And it was just one of those things. You showed up and went to work and hope you didn't die while at work. Because usually I was coughing up what felt like a lung at that point. But usually my bosses were pretty chill. Even then, they were usually, you were obviously sick, they usually would send you home. But yeah, I would prefer if people who are like interacting with the public to go home when they were sick. It's like, like right now I need to actually take some time off because I have too much time off building up. Where did you come in with a stomach flu? Yeah, that's a thing. Like, I've gone into work with the flu when I worked at Walmart back in the day, and luckily one of my bosses is like, go home. Go home. I was like, okay, I'll go home. But yeah, stomach flu is rough to go to work with. I actually ended up with, when I was 32, I ended up with shingles. And they literally told me I was not allowed, per the hospital's clean up all every house. Yeah. Yeah. Entirely. Like, I feel like people working in food industry really shouldn't be working when they're sick at all. But, I mean, not much choice when you gotta make a paycheck to buy food. And then you don't have the days off or the time off or the paid time off. Dang it, that rabbit was not letting me hit it. Okay, let's see. What was the other quest? Is this... Okay, that's that. Let's go do the Forgotten real quick. Let's continue with the main quest. But yeah, it just kind of sucks when you're... I wish I had like 2 months off. That would make a great vacation. Like, I feel like you could actually visit places and see stuff. Heck, people we took in from Ukraine have a hard time taking breaks, and by law they need to take breaks, but that made them stressed out. Can you imagine putting an American there? By law, we're supposed to take 15-minute breaks. I'm just going to say right now, when I worked at Walmart, as long as your boss didn't notice, no one took their breaks unless usually my bosses would notice. If I was working somewhere like Garden Center, they wouldn't notice, and so we just didn't take our breaks. Oh, that would stress me out so much. And now I don't really take breaks either. Because, yeah, we don't take a whole bunch of those. But yeah, that's... See, I don't even really... I take a lunch break. I do that. Weird for her. A year? She had a year maternity break? Man, most people barely get, like, any of a maternity break. That had to have been weird. I feel like 2 months would drive me nuts by the end of it. Like, if I had 2 months off every year, I would have been like, what do I do with all this time? I'd be like, I'm ready to go back to work now. Like, I feel like a good balance would be like 1 month, maybe. Even then, I would be like biting at the bits to go back to doing something again. I get 2 weeks. I can't imagine a whole month. Wow. Or 2 even. Okay, so have it first and the dad's after. Okay. That's interesting. We don't have that here for dads at all. Like, if they're lucky, they get like a week off. Actually, what is the average maternity for parents, for mothers? Let me see. Oh, we don't have any laws on it. It's covered under FMLA, but the workplace has to have at least more than 50 employees for 12 plus months. and you have to work so many hours. What is the average? Okay, okay, this is going to blow your mind. The average maternity break in the U.S., because it's not dictated by law, is by company to company, average is around between 11 to 10 weeks. But most mothers return before then because they feel like they need to. So, yeah, most of them we usually allow at least 3 weeks. But, yeah, they don't. Yeah, yeah. Most come back early because they need the money too much. Because there's not enough, like, we don't have any laws saying that while you're on FLMA, FLMA is like, hey, something's going wrong and we're definitely ill, so we need to take so much time off. And not every company pays you during that time off. So some places, they don't pay you at all. And so you have to go back to work because you don't have money. Like, if you're lucky, you took the insurance for it. And yeah, you're all good. You took the insurance. And then the insurance lets you get paid while you're on your time off. It does feel random. It feels very random. But yeah, that's what they do here. You don't always get paid time off for when you're sick like that. Like, you can have sick time off, but that's short. Like, it's like 3, 4, maybe 5 days, and that's what you use your PTO for, your paid time off, or you use paid time off for vacation days, but you don't get paid if you don't have it. And so if you go on vacation, you don't have PTO, you don't get paid. Or if you're sick, you don't get paid unless you have PTO. And then FLMA, if you don't take the insurance for it, which this gets a lot of people, I pay like extra money to my workplace so that I can be paid while I'm off if I get like something wrong medically. Like, I've had 7 knee surgeries. The last 2 I had to take FLMA. I got paid only for half of my FLMA because I had short time off, and it was in the middle of COVID, and they would not do the knee surgery until after COVID was over. And so I literally had to be off because I could not walk for almost a year and a half waiting for my surgery, and I had no income whatsoever. It sucked. It was so bad. Like, I had like, the only safety net I had was my parents. Experimental surgery turning into a cyborg. I wish I could. Give me a metal leg at this point. It was bad. It was bad. Like, luckily though, I wasn't driving anywhere. We basically lived on nothing. We lived on nothing. My mom had a full-time job. I lived with her during that time period. I still live with her at this time because she's divorced. I'm not married, and it costs too much to pay things by ourselves. So we're like, income together. We bought a house. I bought a house with my mom. I am 33. Well, 34, and I bought a house with my mom. Like, do what you do. I'm actually lucky in regards to a lot of people, because there's a lot of people my age that can't afford houses. Or more of they can't get the loan to get the house. Like, the house payment we're paying is less than renting an apartment right now. And if it was me trying to get the loan, I would not be able to get the loan to buy the house. Even though that the payment is only $800 a month. I don't know. I don't know if it makes us more hardy or if we're just too stubborn at this point. I'm just going to say right now, I'm the type I get to. Oh, which one did I pick? I've never seen that dialogue. Did I pick? It would be nice. It would be nice. A middle ground would be nice. Oh, I threw it on the ground. Which option did I pick? I think I picked the one where it's like mad at him. Oh no. I don't want to be mad at Ross. I get it though. I feel like that's how Aloy would react though. But yeah, middle ground would be really nice. They're so rude. Ow, my head. The phones are stuck. Okay. So we're now getting to the actual storyline where we kind of figure out more about Aloy and the society we're in. We're out of the training wheels section. Like, we missed the whole, like, intro, because it doesn't show the intro on Ultra Hard. And it's her growing up, and her being given to Ross, and her name being declared to All-Mother, their goddess-like figure. Which, she was outcast from the beginning, so she should never had her name declared. But Teresa broke the rules, and yeah. She's high matriarch. Okay, let's see. Or going to destroy this thing. There we go. Must destroy them all. I love that you could do these little interactions. She could just heat her hands in hot fire. Hey, oh yeah, we saved this dude when we were kids. This guy danced as a dude. Don't feel bad. I'm the same. I don't dance well. Like, I don't have coordination of a duck. Waddle, waddle. Okay, Infinity Nikki has a lot of cults, doesn't it? I know that's randomly out of nowhere, but ducks made me think of it because I keep saying I want to make a t-shirt that has a duck on it, and it says, it's a mother ducking cult. Sounds great, right? I buy it. But Infinity Nikki has a lot of cults in it, I've noticed, and I'm concerned. Especially the Shroomlings, they just buy anything. She's not even wearing the outfit he made. To have a gaming PC, I probably join a cult too out of shared boredom. No. Which one? Do you know which one you would join? Is my question. I honestly wouldn't know. Because, I feel like that would be something we would all do more of. Join a cult if we had nothing to do. Kind of makes sense why there's so many in history. Or drugs. There was a lot of drug usage too. The cult with the coolest hats, I guess. I get that. Hey, have you seen the TikToks about the cult of the gnome? They have the pointed gnome hats. Oh, here's the creation story. Basically, each of the tribes has a different creation story they believe in. You're sold. Cult of the gnome. Apparently, in America, they can marry people. Like, you sign up with them, you can become an ordained minister through them. And get a free hat. I think that's hilarious. Yay, cars. I mean, it would not conform to anything they said. I would just be there for. I get it. I get it entirely. Totally. Free food. Most of them have free food. Just be careful of the Kool-Aid. Glad my history knowledge came in handy. Also, the fact that I watched like 500 documentaries about cults for some reason. I have a slight obsession. Oh, I don't have any of these outfits. Yeah, it'll be okay. If I have anything I need to sell, nah, I'm good. Okay, let's go up this hill. I'm gonna come over here because there's some, there's a chest over here, yeah. Some of them have free room and board. The only one I would be hesitant about joining would have been the Jamestown one. Can I climb this? Can I climb this? If I go like this, no, I can't. Dang it. I was hoping I could climb it. I feel like Aloy's just me playing Aloy's running around in circles. There we go. I can't watch those documentaries because I can't go, it's just a movie, it's not real, like with horror movies. True. Can't do that. And some of them are very concerning. The one that I think is the most chill cult that I've ever seen was the Heaven's Gate. Yes, a lot of them did die. But they mostly only hurt themselves. I mean, a few of them did have children, but they usually left the children behind with the sane parent, and then they ran off, and they only harmed themselves in regards of taking their own lives. But that would be the most chill cult I think I've ever seen in history, because they didn't just like do more than that. They weren't. I mean, as cults go, do I approve of it? No. But this is probably the chillest one I've ever seen. even. I wish we could just have people talk things out more. Like, my country is a disaster right now. Like, a total disaster. I just want to not. I don't want to be here right now. Like, it doesn't matter which side is which right now, they're all crazy. I'll still vote. I don't know who I'm voting for yet. I've not decided. I'll figure it out, though. And whenever it gets closer to that whole bigger time, but right now I'm just like, ugh. Like weed and watch SpongeBob. See, I'm chill. I love the weed thing was my thing when I was in high school. Not so. Don't do it now because I just don't have access to it. But SpongeBob, I was never a big fan of SpongeBob. Like, I would watch it every once in a while, but it was just not my thing. Sorry. I like Bluey though. My dogs love it. But yeah. Now, my state's technically you can get your medical marijuana if you want, but it doesn't protect you from the federal level, and it doesn't protect you from losing your job. Makes sense, right? Totally. Yeah, she had no clue there's a whole war going on in the outer world. Oh no. So, apparently the Karja's out here just killing people to their sun god. I feel like that's a bit Mayan. I overgrew it by a year or so. I started like going to parties, things. I think the last cartoon, Sailor Moon was good. Yeah, there were some obscure Cartoon Network shows. Bad thing is, it's so hard to find them now. Like, they don't even have them on like HBO. None of them. When I was growing up, I would watch Sailor Moon, the 90s era, and then like Yu-Gi-Oh! All those would come on Saturday morning, and we would just sit there and watch them. And the good thing is, I had 2 hours of TV time, my brother had 2 hours, and we liked the same shows on Saturday, so we would just sit there and watch the whole 4 hours of that morning would be just us watching TV. And then we were kicked out the door for the rest of the day. Sailor Mars was my favorite. Beyblade is so dumb, but I loved it too. Beyblade was just what? And then a whole culture developed around it. And it's sad to say, I was one of those kids with the Beyblade and throwing them at people. Jupiter, yeah, Jupiter was good. Um, I like Sailor Mars. She was my favorite. If I had a close second, it would have been, oh, which one was it? It was the, trying to think. Venus? Yes, it was Venus. Sailor Venus. I had to think. I was like, which one is that one? Raphael. Yes. Teenage. I hadn't thought of this stuff in years, but yeah, Raphael was my favorite. Leonardo was a close second. You like the heights? You nailed that one. The new Voltron series, I did watch that, and Keith was my favorite. I don't know why, but I like the grumpy people the most. It's like, oh, they're grumpy. They're my favorite. Nope, I about choked on my water. Don't ask me. Thought for a minute I was about to start coughing because of it. Or Eeyore? Eeyore from the Winnie Pooh? Aw, Eeyore was my favorite. I wasn't a big fan of Rabbit. I thought Rabbit was just mean. He wasn't grumpy. He was mean to me. But Eeyore was my favorite. My mom adored Tigger. Like, she had Tigger everywhere at one point. I was over here like, can I be the depressed, like, Eeyore? I don't know what he is. What is Eeyore? I couldn't tell if he was a hippo or if he was a dog. He didn't want to say the words you felt for him. He wasn't very nice. My ear is like itchy. Like, I don't know if I got hair or something in it or if it's starting to drain because of my allergies. But I just want to sit there and try to scratch it. Nice. We got an invite. Okay. Oh, more questions? Oh, I already did all that. Nice armor. There we go. He's a bit puffed up about his armor. Hanson Brothers. I feel like I should know who that is. My brain is not clicking the words, though. Hanson Brothers. Give me a minute while I'll figure out what that is. Oh! I'm just going to say right now, and you're going to be disappointed in me. Because I didn't know what their names were, or even who they were. Oh! Like, I knew the song, the Mbop song. I knew the Mbop song, but I actually never knew the name of the group. My dad raised me on classic music and mostly rock classic music. Let me rephrase that. Not classic, but rock. Like the 80s hair bands. And so I very rarely listen to like pop songs at the for like younger. The Mbop song I heard on the radio, I had no clue who they were because they didn't announce the name. It was just in a playlist. And so I just like, that's a cool song, and then heard it like 3, maybe 4 times. I was a very strange childhood growing up. Dance. I need to go listen. I hadn't heard them in years. Let me see. I got a picture of them up. I probably would have been a sucker for the one in the middle. What is his name? I'm trying to see what his name is. Is that... No. I don't know what his name. The one with the long hair. That would probably been the one I would liked. My little brother had a crush on the younger sister in the Hanson brothers, and no, they had no sister. He just had long hair. He can't hurt us. My dogs are losing it, and it's the middle of the night. Let me go calm them down real quick. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. My dogs are not being quiet. They're like, go to bed, Mom. We just fall back to his mistake. I didn't even see that. I totally picked the one in the middle. The long hair one. Rusty, hush. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to probably go take them out because they're not gonna be quiet until I take them out. Maybe. Okay, yep, I'm gonna go take them out. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. Made it back. Okay. Where are we? My brother called me the Swedish equivalent of a fart when I turned 40. That makes sense. Italy's capital was Pesto. I'm just gonna be honest, I don't know what the capital of Italy was. That's for sure. Okay, so we made it back. Well, my dog is losing his mind. There was something that they were all angry at outside. I don't know what. I'm probably going to have to go to bed soon because it's like it's almost 2 in the morning. Okay, we're going to do this. And then we're going to probably save. Yeah, well, in Europe, everything's something everyone knows. Rome, by the way. How did I forget that it was Rome? I feel so dumb. Of all places, I forgot. I was like, wait, did I know that? Yes, I knew it, but I was dumb for a moment. Apparently, there was something outside getting in the trash, and so the dog had to go bark at it. Like, both of them. For Ross, for mother, for myself. Let's go with for myself. Let's see. But yeah, it's just been one of those. Your history is not thought in this stint. I thought Mississippi was in the north and New York was a small town. Yeah. I thought, Mississippi is a very long river. Actually borders my state. It makes a natural border to us. See, I ended up taking a course on what is called the Mississippian Valley culture, which was during the when the Americans, before we came around. It was an interesting course to take. But yeah, I get that. Found it beautiful. I'm kind of sad that the sound ain't coming through for this game. Small in the old black and white movies, I thought Texas was like a classic plot of a Western movie until I was like 8. I could see where that came from. Totally. I could totally see where that came from. See, I don't think I had a real, like, conscious thought of the outer world, to be honest, as a kid. It's mostly just, I wanted to read books. And so I read a lot of books. Just going to say, my childhood memories are not, like, vivid. Mostly it was me and my brother, and we would play outside, and my neighbor, who was my best friend at the time, we would play. There was a lot of playing outside. We came home when the street lights turned on, and to the world I grew up with were fantasy worlds. Yes, like you could have asked me about like any of my fantasy books, and I could have told you exactly where everything was in it. And I've been like, you asked me real world, I was like, I have no clue. And we even had to learn all 50 states in a song. I was so bad at it. I tried. I still get a few of them mixed up. But yeah, it was interesting. Kind of sad that my video capture card would not play this. Actually, over Lord of the Rings is way too sound like one of my friends who read Lord of the Rings. It's way too much. Like, I started reading it and then I was like, okay, I can read it. I just can't get through it very quickly. Like, it's so slow for me. Like, I'm like, okay, I gotta put you down for a hot minute, and then that turns into weeks, and then I come back to it, and then it turns into another few weeks. Like, there's a lot of text, I feel like. Not in a bad way. It's a good book. It's a really good book. It just feels, it's a very heavy book. Thank you for telling me I'm not crazy. I thought they were, I was like, everyone loves these. Why can't I get through this? I'm like slowly working through it. It's not going well. Now, I grew up, one of the books I grew up reading was A Wheel of Time. And I started those in middle school, and I loved them to death. And then there's the barely remembered young adult version of The Wheel of Time that my mom bought for me, because she was like, oh, that's cool, they're shortened for younger people. And I was like, well, I'm already reading the 1,000-page one, why are you giving me this? I feel like they took the young adult one for the movies. Cut out so much. Harry Potter was also the other book I read a lot when I was growing up. I think we've talked to him on everything. Okay, this guy explains the Sunkarja belief system. I think I want to skip all that because that's a lot. Okay. Mainly, this is just the guy who, like, is a scouter for this group, and it turns out he has a thing like Aloy that tells her, like, the details of what's going on. It's called The Focus. Back then, the young adult books were amazing. Like, they acted like young adults actually act. I know. I honestly, I have read a couple books that are the TikTok like a few of the older TikTok generation group is written, and I'm concerned. Like, I'm waiting to see if like people start writing differently, or if it's going to be in text language, because I have found books where they're nothing but text language, and I'm just like, this feels weird to read like this. I mean, a few of them do good stories, but it feels odd to put text language into a book. Not saying it's bad, I'm just saying not for me personally. like, people, you do you, boo, is what I say. But I am not the type who read written that way in like a text to text. Like, not saying you can't have text in a book. There's a good way and there's a bad way to do it. It's just, I've seen ones where it's nothing but texting each other, and it's weird. And then I feel kind of lost. I'm showing my age here. I feel lost when they talk sometimes. I'm working with a Gen Z coworker, and luckily at work for most time she doesn't use slang, but I feel so lost. But back in day, and last one I wrote, so I'll touch a reality I was halfway through and went, fudge it, alright, I try sci-fi. I feel that. Feel that. See, I started writing one just for the heck of it, just because I'm on like the first chapter still. It's going nowhere fast. I had something to do every once in a while. Okay, we're gonna save, and I am going to call it a night, because the dogs are gonna probably start barking again if I don't. But have fun, and you have a good day. And there they go. Well, I better go. Bye, guys. It was fun. Sorry about the technical issues. Bye. I better go before they wake everyone.